so many incredible front court players in the history of the WNBA. And we have a great matchup tonight between two of the best currently going at it.
Hey, look at the skill set of that matchup tonight. It's as elite as you can get in the entire W.
Well, they both do so much for their teams every time they take the court. This is truly a marquee matchup that everyone has tuned in to see.
That's where you like your shots to come from.
Here's Agunbowale.
Beckers.
Vandersloot defending. Outside Agunbowale. Three-pointer. Out of bounds. It'll go to the sky. Vandersloot with it.
Pass to Cardoso. Diggins.
No good from outside. Outside Agunbowale.
Beckers outside.
Offline with the three.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Diggins.
The three-pointer, no good. Left side Agunbowale. Pass to Smith. That's tipped. Here's the break.
Here's Diggins.
Lays it in off the breakaway.
That steal paid instant dividends.
Sure did. They didn't waste any time getting out on the break.
Just so quick.
Beckers outside.
Shepard. Outside Agunbowale. The Wings with another miss.
Carrington with the ball. She's against Segrist.
Here's Stevens. Tries again.
And a basket by Cardoso.
He got caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
Now here's Agunbowale. Shot's good by Smith.
Just great conviction from Smith, believing in her shots.
Chicago in the lead. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Here's Diggins.
Guarded now by Agunbowale. Pass to Stevens. Just three to shoot. Count the basket. Now Agunbowale. Here's Shepard. Tries a three.
Carrington grabs the board. Diggins.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Vandersloot right side. Just 5 to shoot. 14 feet out.
Here's Cardoso. Oh, and it's blocked by Alana Smith.
Because of Smith's ability to read opponents effectively, she's able to be just a quality shot blocker.
Now here's Smith.
Shoots over Vandersloot. Shot's good by Smith.
You see, some players will try to overpower you at the rim, but she likes to elude you and trick you. She's got quickness and a soft touch.
Here's Stevens. Here's Carrington. Buries the long-range jumper.
A good decision maker with a strong feel for the game. Stevens can spot open teammates whenever she's out on the court.
Segrist outside.
And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Vandersloot outside.
Pass to Diggins. Cardoso.
Stevens covered by Smith. And here is Vandersloot. Nailed from three-point land.
Really known as a passer, Vandersloot can hit from long range too. And the D respecting her shot, it opens up the rest of the court.
Man, they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here's Beckers.
Not a lot of room.
Segrist up top.
Agunbawale. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Love the competitive mindset from Agunbawale. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Well, the third pick in the 2023 draft, Maddie Segrist struggled a bit as a rookie, and that's not uncommon.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough adjustment, right? Scored under 4 points per game, but she really improved in year 2, averaging 9 points, rebounding better, and looking way more comfortable out there.
The Wings trail.
Smith outside. Pass to Beckers.
Here's Agunbawale. Here's the three.
It's Cardoso with the rebound.
Outside Stevens. Now Vandersloot.
Diggins. Cardoso.
Covered by Smith.
And the basket by Cardoso.
Clearly, they had a pretty good grasp of the game plan coming into this one.
I know it's early, Tim, but I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say we could be headed for a blowout unless something changes quickly.
Absolutely.
Now here's Segrist.
He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Good call there. Her feet still moving when she set the screen.
And she sort of lowered her shoulder into her, too. A move you perfected, actually. But they were going to get her there one way or the other.
Here's Diggins.
7 points in the game.
Oh, and it's blocked by Alana Smith.
Down it goes for her third basket in as many tries.
An intimidating interior presence. Smith uses her toughness to get her way down low.
Vandersloot outside.
Pass to Cardoso.
Clock at 4.
Here's Diggins. The offensive rebound.
Courtney Vandersloot for 3. The shot misses.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Now here's Smith.
Now here's Williams to the inside.
Cardoso.
Terrific assist and a nice finish. Just a solid play all around.
They've made one bucket after another since getting this game started. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet, Tim. I wouldn't go that far, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Well, that's one way she can finish, but far from the only way. She's got all types of tricks up her sleeve.
To the left wing.
Screen by Cardoso.
Dallas with the rebound.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
On the wing, Alana Smith.
Shepard.
Pass to Beckers.
And again, it's Dallas with a 3.
Knows how to move the ball around the floor. Shepard is pretty good at finding her targets.
On offense, here the Sky. Leading by 5.
Carrington outside. Here's Cardoso.
Goes to the fadeaway and cans it.
She threaded the bounce pass in there so smoothly.
Pass to Smith.
Now Shepard.
Beckers outside. Segrist outside.
Here's Smith.
A rebound by Camila Cardoso.
Chicago now. 7-point differential.
And here's Carrington.
Vandersloot left side. Outside Williams. Over Smith. And Williams gets it to go.
Becker's with it.
She has 6. For 3. Shepard. No good with the tip. And so the first quarter in the books. Sky out in front. They lead by 9. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. A lopsided first quarter in the books as we get ready to begin the second quarter. And when you consider how the Sky are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
There hasn't been a lot of settling for outside shots really early on.
Yeah, they've done a good job to work it low and not take the easy way out on offense. No shortcuts.
Pound it low.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Jackson. Makes it off the glass.
As a big, sometimes your height is a huge help passing-wise. It allows players like Williams to get a clear view of open players.
Here's Sims. They trail by 11. There's Agumbawale with the 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's Jackson.
Pass to Stevens. On the wing, Natasha Cloud. Back to Stevens. There's the 3. Cans it from downtown.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there, Tim.
It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Here's Sims. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Five on the clock.
Guarded by Jackson.
And there's the rejection. Loud right side.
Jackson.
And there it is.
They've done good work with the ball. They've been moving and getting quality chances.
And their field goal percentage reflects that. They've been the much better team shooting the ball.
And it's not just about shooting, Brian, as we were just mentioning. It's about moving, cutting, all the little things.
They set the pick. Enrique Agumbawale drives in. Good on the bucket.
Well, Agumbawale can shoot, but she can also drive. She certainly brings a well-rounded skill set to the hardwood.
Now here's Jackson.
Back to Cloud. Launches a 3. Dallas with the rebound.
Just like me, 9 times out of 10, she's going to bury the 3 when she's left all alone like that.
Pass to Agumbawale. And here is Sims. That one falls, coming off Enrique Agumbawale's nice feed.
An impact perimeter player, Sims uses a mature feel for the game to score points.
Stevens, she's covered by Clark. Stevens, that's good.
That's the area where they'd like all their shots to come from.
And just an incredible player. Enrique Agumbawale has a unique style as well.
Yeah, you know, she's 5'9", but she does more damage down low. Wants to attack, not settle. Enrique just so strong, too.
Now here's Williams.
Sheldon outside.
Misses the 3. Outside Agumbawale. Shot on the wing. And she wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Here's Cloud. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Had a nice open look right there.
A prototypical stretch four, Stevens' range extends way beyond the three-point line.
Guarded by Jackson.
Outside Agumbawale. Pass to Sims. The three is up. Connects from three-point range.
Uh-oh, Sims answering that last three with an assertive shot, not letting the opposing team own the arc.
Now here is Stevens. She's covered by Clark. Fade away. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Wings trail. Here's Sims. Rejected by Azurá Stevens.
Because of Stevens' competitive drive, she doesn't want to allow any easy buckets.
Sharp pass to set up the very high percentage shot in close.
Up top, Agumbawale.
Defended by Sheldon.
Out to the left wing. Here's Clark. And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
A league loaded with shooters. Does one stand out to you as the best?
That's a hard question to answer, but I really like the lefty, Kelsey Mitchell. Just about 40% for her career on major volume from beyond the arc.
Well, I think I'm going to have to go with Marina Mabry. You know, she takes a ton of threes, but despite the high volume, she still shoots it at a high clip.
The first free throw is good. No good on the second free throw. Chicago in the lead.
Here's Diggins.
7 points in the game. Vandersloot outside. Outside Stevens. Here's Carrington. And a miss there on the triple. Pass to Agumbawale. The fadeaway. That one doesn't drop.
Unusual miss. Typically, her skill on the inside trumps average defense.
Here's Diggins.
Back to Stevens. Fires the three. That's another one for her. Her fifth in just 7 shots.
And once Stevens finds her rhythm, she stays aggressive, which is a nightmare for opponents.
Three-pointer Beckers. And another miss by Dallas. Vandersloot right side. Outside Stevens. And it's off from three-point range.
Some great tight defense right there. Got right up on her and forced the miss.
Just close enough to bother her on the shot, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
Yeah, late reaction for the defense. She's always going to convert that.
And so it's Chicago with it.
Here's Diggins.
She has 7. Vandersloot. Pass to Stevens. Over Smith. And no good trying to use the glass. Here's Agumbawale. Now here's Smith. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good, and she'll go to the line.
The prototypical big for today's game. Smith can beat you inside and outside.
Here's Diggins.
Made that one only her 4th of this game after firing 10 times from the floor.
What a bad time for these defenders to just be standing around watching. I mean, not while the ball's in her hands.
And the Wings call time here. The Wings making a switch here.
Here's Beckers.
She has 6. The tray. That's a bucket, her 3rd of the game, and she shot the ball 7 times.
She found the perfect spot behind the arc there, a big gap in the D.
Here's Diggins.
She's got 9. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good.
Pass to Beckers.
And here's Shepard.
Beckers outside. Shepard the screen.
Puts up a 3.
It's Cardoso with the rebound.
Vandersloot outside.
Here's Harrington. Cardoso, guarded by Beckers. And the basket by Cardoso.
The defense pretty much helpless to stop that layup. Just too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Pass to Smith. Segrist. Screen by Smith. Beckers outside.
The 3 gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Here's Diggins. Now here's Cardoso. Here's Carrington. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Camila Cardoso.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Now here's Segrist.
No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from 3-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
Here's Vandersloot.
Pass to Cardoso. Here's Diggins.
There's the triple. And again, it's the sky from deep.
Here's Beckers.
Here's Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Great communication between teammates there.
And that concludes the first half. Sky out in front, leading by 6. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Man, Paige Beckers has been sensational here.
She put on a show from three-point range in the first half. We'll see if the halftime break had any cooling effect on her.
Well, we'll soon find out because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding her the rock beyond the arc until she does cool off.
Now Ogunbowale.
Pass to Beckers.
From the arc. Chicago with the rebound.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
Dallas trailing here.
Smith.
Ogunbowale from long range.
A rebound by Camila Cardoso.
Here's Stevens. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Loves to grow and improve. Stevens is always looking to add another wrinkle to her game, and that catch and shoot's pretty deadly.
Now here's Beckers.
That three off the mark. Vandersloot outside. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Here's Cardoso. Off the mark there with the three.
Well, we've all known the name Paige Beckers well before the 2025 draft. And she's used to the spotlight.
No doubt. I mean, she's been a name in basketball for a long time. She was the #1 recruit out of high school, then in college. As a freshman, the National Player of the Year. Obviously, huge expectations for her here in the W, but Paige Beckers is used to that.
Here's Diggins.
9 points in the game. Vandersloot outside. Five to shoot.
Stevens. Here's Diggins.
Shepard pulls it in. Outside Ogunbowale.
Pass to Shepard. Beckers outside.
Shoots over Vandersloot.
And it's Beckers missing.
Chicago leading.
Here's Diggins.
Lets the three fly. And that comes off the assist by Courtney Vandersloot.
I mean, the only explanation is someone must have gotten their signals crossed if she winds up that wide open in three-point range. Now, I'm sure that was not the plan.
Three-pointer Beckers.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
Turning into a three-point contest.
Here's Diggins.
She's got 12. Stevens in the post.
She's guarded by Shepard. Here's Diggins. Carrington.
And again, it's the sky from deep.
Putting those guard skills to work. Carrington with the quick trigger.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
Pass to Beckers.
And the layup falls.
Well, she, for one, hasn't let them down, but a few of her teammates need to pick up the pace and pick it up fast.
Now here's Vandersloot.
And here's Cardoso. Here's Diggins.
To the right side. From outside the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for her. Pass to Ogunbowale.
Back to Segrist.
Screen by Smith. Jacks up a three. And again, it's the wings from deep.
Dialed in from distance. Segrist proving how effective she is from downtown.
Now here's Cardoso.
There's a screen by Stevens.
Carrington with the ball. Picked up by Beckers. Stevens.
Got it. Number 7 on the night, 7 for 11 from the floor.
Well, that's just Stevens playing big right there. My goodness.
Beckers outside.
Back to Gumbawale. It's good, and she drew the contact on the shot, so she'll go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
Well, for the games that you watch around the league, what's an important factor that you guys think gets overlooked?
I got to say, pace. You want to play the game on your terms. And if you can control the tempo, that can be pretty key in a game.
No doubt, Brian. We see different styles around the league, and if you can impose how you want to play, that's huge. What stands out about Arike Ogunbowale is that she's not just a volume scorer. She's also, fearless with the ball. And anytime she finds a shot, she just won't hesitate to take it.
Now here's Carrington.
She's got 12. Vandersloot. Shot clock at 5. Fires it. The shot by Stevens, no good. And it's the Wings ball. They trail by 3.
Hey, get outside!
Shepard in the post.
Vandersloot defending. A nice shot by Ogunbowale.
What a score. Ogunbowale is a primetime threat to shoot off the catch.
Here's Stevens. And that comes off the assist by Courtney Vandersloot.
Her stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shots are falling for her.
Smith outside. Pass to Beckers.
And again, it's Dallas with a 3.
Great pass by Smith. The Australian has a great hoops IQ. Her dad was a professional.
Now here's Vandersloot.
Cardoso covered by Smith.
Fades back. And it's Chicago with another.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it did not work. Not if it results in that shot.
Time called here. The Wings decide to talk it over.
Outside Ogunbowale.
Pass to Segrist.
Shepard.
On the wing, Paige Beckers.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ogunbowale.
Diggins grabs the board.
Here's Carrington. Up and in on the layup.
Well, the inside defense tries to put the clamps on Carrington, but she makes a clever move and gets through.
Pass to Smith.
Beckers.
Drops in the tray.
And they are just killing them with the three-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They are fully stretched out there trying to stop the 3 and still haven't been able to do it.
I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
Now here is Stevens. 19 points in the game.
Whatever intensity might have been lacking the first half, these teams are making up for it now.
Yeah, I'll say. I mean, things have really picked up.
Here's Ogunbowale.
Beckers outside. Smith covered by Cardoso. Smith with it. Cardoso on her. Paige Beckers from outside.
And again, it's Dallas with a 3.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Time called here. The Sky decide to talk it over. The Sky trail.
Jackson outside.
Cloud. Williams sets the screen. The rebound by the Wings.
Stolen by Sheldon.
The steal. Lays it up and banks it in.
No mistake on that one. Good work all around.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Tasha Cloud from outside gets it to go from downtown.
Keeping the defense honest. Cloud forces them to pay attention to her out there.
Pass to Shepard. Defended by Sheldon. Becker's outside.
Beyond the arc, bangs home the trifecta.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a three.
Now here's Cloud.
Now Sheldon.
6 to shoot.
Outside Williams. Jackson.
She's covered by Clark. Cloud can't get it to go. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
Becker's outside.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Oh, no. See, those are the kind of errors that can make or break you in a game like this, and it'll drive your coach crazy.
And here's Cloud. Fires top of the key.
They get the rebound.
And her hard work on the boards gave them another crack at the points there.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's the Wings leading by just one. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter.
Sheldon outside.
Pass to Stevens.
Jackson. Here's Sheldon.
Chance there to take the lead, missing. Dallas leading. She's guarded by Williams. Outside Agunbawale. The three, good, and it's Odyssey Sims who picks up the assist.
Well, we know Agunbawale has the shooting touch, and she's more than comfortable extending her range.
Pass to Williams.
Sheldon.
Guarded now by Agunbawale. Clark with the double team.
Sheldon right side.
4 on the shot clock.
Jackson.
Here's Stevens, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And I like the energy Stevens showed right there, refusing to quit on the offensive glass.
They set the screen.
Guarded by Jackson.
And there's the 3-second violation. They've been hanging in there.
Yeah, and a chance here to jump on top.
Sheldon.
Guarded now by Agunbawale. Tasha Cloud from outside. The rebound by the Wings. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Sims with it. Smith outside. Takes the three. And again, it's Dallas with a three.
An imaginative playmaker who plays inspired basketball. Smith cannot be stopped right now.
Hey, yo, right here.
Cloud outside. Pass to Stevens. Back to Cloud. From past the arc, the three-pointer is on target.
Showing that competitive fire. Natasha Cloud takes pride in coming back with a three of her own.
And fouled hard that time, and she'll get 2 shots at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And she knocks down the first one. The Wings making a switch here. And she makes both free throws. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it.
Pass to Sheldon.
And here's Jackson. Here's Williams.
Oh, and it's blocked by Alana Smith.
Now Gunbowale.
Now here's Beckers.
Good, and the assist goes to Gunbowale.
And the understanding Enrique possesses, just has a feel for when someone on her team is open.
Time called here. The Sky decide to talk it over.
We've seen Paige Beckers really having a great game.
Good timeout. She's absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on her much quicker, and they need to figure out a way to stop her from three-point range.
And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter now.
Diggins.
Started now by Gunbowale. Vandersloot outside.
Diggins. Screen by Cardoso.
Just 5 on the clock. Chicago again missing.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky. They've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch and into the final quarter.
Yeah, they're looking very determined to close this one out as soon as they can.
If there's a time to increase the lead, it's the 4th.
And she can't stop the run as that misses. Shepard.
Pass to Segrist.
Let's go with a 3. Smith, no good.
Now here's Cardoso.
Guarded now by Gunbowale.
Now here's Carrington.
Out to the wing.
Here's Diggins.
And the 3 off target.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
Now here's Beckers. Segrist outside.
Shot clock at 5. Pass to Gunbowale. Lets it go from deep. The shot comes out. They've got a chance here to cut the deficit to within 10. Inside.
Here's Cardoso.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot, and will shoot 2 at the line.
And it's going to go on Alana Smith.
And she can't get the first one. And she can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Agumbawale from long range. Good on the triple.
They are dialed in from three-point land here in the fourth.
Yeah, and that's just putting it mildly, Tim. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on their opponents with the triple.
And there's no better time, Brian, to hit threes than in the fourth quarter.
Here's Diggins.
Tries to snap the cold streak. And it's good on the layup.
That's a nice drive there. She beat the lone defender and was wide open under the bucket.
Here's Agumbawale.
Pass to Beckers.
Fires for three. Stevens grabs the board. On offense, here the Sky. Now Vandersloot. Takes the three. Shepard pulls it in. So it's Dallas now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Outside Agumbawale.
Pass to Segrist. And here's Beckers.
Off target with the three. And here's Vandersloot.
Diggins.
Launches it. No good that time.
The defense has to be real thrilled to see her keep shooting those threes. She has been brutal this half.
Outside Agumbawale.
Shepard in the post.
Working on Stevens.
Beckers outside.
The three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Chicago with it. 11-point game.
Harrington.
Maddie Segrist with the block.
Pass to Beckers. And we've had this new playoff format for a few years now. How are you guys liking it?
I love it. I think it's great. You know, the 1-8 bracket, I think that's great. We really get to see the best two teams in the final. It doesn't matter if they're in the East or the West.
And I was a fan of the new best-of-3 first-round series. We used to have those one-game winner-take-all rounds. I like that they expanded the total number of games in the postseason.
The lead now in single digits.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
And it's only getting better as both these defenses are showing signs of wearing down.
Yeah, the defensive effort has not been good of late.
And so it's Chicago with it. Trailing by 10.
Here's Diggins.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
Reads the play well and gets herself in the air at the perfect moment. Terrific denial.
Now here's Agumbawale.
Pass to Shepard. Now Beckers.
From downtown, drills it from outside.
Well, you got to give it to Shepard. She keeps her eyes up and her options open.
Here's Diggins.
And she uses the glass on the layup.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get, trust me.
Agumbawale with it. This one for three. Up again. She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, the second chance points, they can be very important, and Smith using her length down low.
Here's Diggins.
Pass to Vandersloot.
Diggins.
Here's Cardoso. And count the basket. She was fouled, and she's going to the line for one more.
Way to go, baby!
So it's Dallas now. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
Becker's outside.
And she makes good on the layup.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to the spurt that they're having.
And why put on the brakes now, Tim? I say just keep on firing.
Man, Brian, you want to run up the score?
Here's Diggins.
And she comes up with the deuce. Here's Dallas now. 10-point lead.
Pass to Beckers.
It's good from long range.
And that caps off what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
Yeah, Tim, I'd like a piece of that cake if I could have it.
What type of cake?
Here's Diggins.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Here's Cardoso.
And off target on the 15-footer. Now Ogunbowale. And so it's Dallas easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for them. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
Well, guys, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you should feel good about it. A really outstanding team effort.
And that's a wrap, everyone.